good evening, and welcome to this special report on the important financial changes coming up in October. It's a big month for the economy as the first Labour budget will be revealed, taking center stage and bringing with it a range of changes that could impact your personal finances. But there's more to look out for: energy bills, new rules for mobile phone users abroad, and updates for victims of fraud. Plus, for those of you who are self-assessment taxpayers, there are critical deadlines that you can't afford to miss. Let's dive into the key dates you'll need to mark in your diary.
Self-assessment tax deadlines. At the heart of this month's changes is the first Labour budget, which will be announced early in October. The government is expected to unveil new policies aimed at tackling the cost of living crisis, funding public services, and implementing tax reforms.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer will outline spending plans, and all eyes will be on key sectors such as healthcare, education, and housing. Experts anticipate changes to taxation that could affect businesses, homeowners, and workers.
Energy bills explode. Stay warm without burning your wallet. Roaming charges return. Don't get stung by surprise phone bills. We're likely to see an increase in funding for public services, particularly the NHS, alongside measures designed to boost economic growth. There's speculation that new tax brackets may be introduced to alleviate pressure on lower-income families, while wealthier individuals may face higher contributions. We'll have to wait and see the full details of the budget, but it's expected to have a significant impact on the economy and personal finances. October also brings less welcome news as energy bills are set to rise once more. Households across the country are bracing for an increase in their monthly utility costs. The energy price cap is expected to be adjusted upwards, leaving millions of people facing higher bills as colder weather approaches. We've already seen our bills go up, and now with another increase on the way, we're really worried about how we're going to manage through the winter. Energy companies have been offering advice on how to reduce consumption, but for many families, this will be another financial burden at a difficult time. If you're planning to travel abroad, October also brings changes to how you use your mobile phone. New regulations are coming into effect that will impact data usage, roaming charges, and call fees for anyone traveling to EU countries. Many UK networks will be adjusting their tariffs, so it's important to check your provider's terms before you travel to avoid unexpected costs. These changes are part of a broader move to standardize mobile phone usage fees post-Brexit. We're encouraging all customers to review their roaming packages and be aware of the new rules, especially if they rely on mobile data while traveling. Section 7 stamp prices soar. Snail mail just got more expensive. In a positive development, new fraud protection rules will take effect in October, designed to safeguard consumers against scams and financial fraud. The updated regulations will place stricter obligations on banks and financial institutions to refund victims of authorized push payment fraud, which has become a growing issue in recent years. This is a significant step forward in protecting consumers. If you've fallen victim to a scam, banks will now be required to refund you more swiftly and with fewer hurdles. It's part of a broader effort to make sure that fraudsters are held accountable and consumers are not left to suffer the financial consequences. If you've been a victim of fraud, it's crucial to report it immediately to take advantage of these new protections. For self-assessment taxpayers, there are two important deadlines coming up in October. The first is October 5th, the final date to register if you're filing for the first time. The second is October 31st, which is the deadline for submitting paper tax returns. Missing these deadlines could result in hefty fines from HMRC. It's critical that taxpayers meet these deadlines, or they could face penalties of up to £100 or more, depending on how late the submission is. We're advising everyone to start early and seek professional help if needed to avoid any issues. Filing your tax return on time is key to avoiding unnecessary costs, so make sure you have all the necessary paperwork ready. October will also see a rise in the price of postage stamps. The Royal Mail has announced another price hike due to rising operational costs. This increase will affect both first and second class stamps, with many consumers and businesses feeling the pinch. We rely heavily on postal services for shipping orders to customers, so these price increases will definitely impact our bottom line. We're looking for ways to absorb the cost, but it's another added pressure for small businesses.
If you regularly use postal services, be prepared for these new rates and consider stocking up on stamps before the prices go up. Finally, for those eligible, applications for the winter fuel payment will open in October. This payment is a lifeline for many pensioners during the colder months, helping to cover the cost of heating their homes. The payment is available to people born on or before the 23rd of September 1958 and can provide up to £300 to help with energy costs.
With energy bills rising, the winter fuel payment is a huge help. I make sure to apply as soon as the applications open, and it really makes a difference when the cold weather hits. So there you have it. October is shaping up to be a pivotal month, with important financial changes on the horizon, from the Labour budget and energy bill increases to new mobile phone rules, fraud protections, and tax deadlines. It's crucial to stay informed. Be sure to mark these dates in your calendar and prepare accordingly to avoid any surprises. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates on these developing stories. This has been a special report from SGBN. For more details on how these changes might affect you, visit our website or follow us on social media. Stay prepared and informed. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit the notification bell for more updates. See you in the next one.